People, deluded, I'm back again. Quick one. Now, obviously, yesterday saw the Champions League. You know, you saw PSG defeated a goal to nil to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich had a perfect record, literally en route to the final. A former PSG player in Kingsley Coleman scored the header. For Kingsley Coleman, it's redemption against Neymar or so, because if I remember correctly, Kingsley Coleman was surely part of that Juventus side that didn't win the Champions League. So he's finally got his silverware. Obviously, Kingsley Coleman missed out on the World Cup. Like a couple of his teammates have now confirmed, both of them, you know, Pavard, Talisio, maybe Theo Hernandez, if I can remember correctly. You know, they've won the World Cup and the Champs. Commiserations to PSG. I know, you know, many people don't like Neymar. I think Neymar played alright. He did lose the ball a lot because he's trying to make things happen. Many people will get at him and question why he left Barcelona. I mean, doesn't this show you why he left Barcelona? If Barcelona win it next year, it looks silly, but he's now got to a final with another team. Do you get it? This is the reason. And for PSG, it's their first final. And, you know, they've been spending a lot of money for this. And it shows them their immediate level and it shows them what they need to do. I did think Neymar fluffed a bit of his lines. I did think Mbappe showed his age. You know, he fluffed a bit of his lines as well. Did think Kylian should have had a penalty. Equally, I think Bayern Munich should have had a penalty. I think there was a bit of dodgy reffing. And I think both teams had a corner disallowed. It wasn't given. So I think the reffing should have been better. And the fact that VAR didn't check those pens. Like I said with Kylian Mbappe, I think he showed his age. I think, you know, Alphonse Davies showed he's a quality player once again. But again, he showed his age. He looked very nervous and someone that could be targeted. I think Kimmich took a while to wake up but showed his quality. I actually think PSG did a bit better than I feared. I thought they would have got completely outdone tactically. And to be fair, you could say they did. They conceded the lion's share of possession. But it was definitely closer than what I thought. I thought they would have just had too much to do with PSG against Bayern Munich. I mean, Bayern Munich had too much for PSG. I thought PSG would score, but I thought they just got blitzed and things. And it was quite a decent game. I don't think Gnabry had the best of games, but for him, you know, they said that he couldn't play for West Brom. Now he's playing for the best team in the world, holding the biggest club competition. So it shows football is a funny old game of opinions, you know. For Neymar, you know, you've won this competition before and you will get another opportunity if you play well. For Mbappe, you definitely will, you know. I think PSG can look back with pride. They should have taken their chances. They failed to take their chances. Like I said, I think it was a closer game than I had it down on paper. And they failed to really have a go and game management. But I think Tuchel did enough. Now, there's a lot to give some encouragement. Now, apparently, Tuchel might lose his job to Allegri. Again, I can see, you know, if you're not doing the business, ultimately, this is the dynamic of the game. But I think it was a good game, man. I think it was a good game. I think it was a decent game. It took a while to wake up really and be a Champions League sort of game, but it is what it is, and it showed the gift and the curse of football, the ecstasy of winning, the agony of defeat. You know, sympathise with Thiago Silva. It would have been a great way to go out for your PSG fans in your last game for the club, winning that trophy. Do you get it? It wasn't meant to happen. For Bayern Munich, it's funny because somehow Coutinho's found a way to win the Champions League. It's funny how the world works, people. He's found a way to win the Champions League. Gnabry's did his thing. You know, Lewandowski, you know, the ecstasy of actually losing it to Bayern Munich when you was at Dortmund, you've now won it. You know, the champion, everybody wants to win it. And I think football is a funny game, man. You look at it, you look at it, you see a former refugee in Alphonse Davies holding a cup competition, and he's obviously made a lot of money in football now, and you can't help but admire this sport. And again, I'm looking a bit too far, but when you consider World War II and all of these sort of things, people, the fact of a Polish man holding a Polish flag, winning something with a German team, doesn't this show you how great football is, people? It really is. And you just look at, you know, the Gnabrys, the Boatengs, you know, German internationals clearly of African heritage. It just shows you how football is, man. Like every, you know, many different, clearly there's a German core in Bayern Munich and a good German core, but they've got a good, what's the word? Is it metropolitan? No, it's not metropolitan. When it's just a mix-up of players, you know, you've got a couple South American, you've got a few Spaniards in there, or one Spaniard literally, you've got a couple other players there. I think it is a great game, man. For PSG, obviously, they've got a strong South American faithful, and it's just a sad game, really and truly, man. It is a great game, but it's sad for PSG, you know. I don't really care who won it and who lost it. Super Bayern. I've got my Bayern Munich shirts in the wash, but we won it technically. But yeah, man, I think it's a fantastic game. And for PSG, commiserations. You know, you see your level immediately where you could go. Could you bring in better midfielders that can dictate the tempo? Even though I think Paredes played alright. Didn't think Verratti offered much when he came off the bench. Choupo-Moting was a hero in the game before. don't understand why he's not trying to take that opportunity properly. You know, he's snatching at it like he's playing in some cup, it is a cup, but playing against, you know, some third division French side in a random league cup. Could have been had a bit more desire. It is what it is, man. I think it was a good final, and like I said, congratulations to Bayern Munich, commiserations to PSG. You know, Neymar said, losing is part of the sport. We tried everything. We fought until the end. Thank you for the support and affection from each and every one of you, and congratulations to Bayern Munich. Thiago said, this was my last match for PSG. I want to apologise to the fans. I want to play for another 3-4 years and be at the World Cup in Qatar. So he signalled he's showing no signs of slowing down. Now Tuchel, who I felt looked a bit emotionalist, now maybe because he, you know, he's got that German efficiency, you know, he's always plotting, he's always calculating. I just felt looking at some of the PSG players and looking at the coaching staff, I just felt like, is there something affecting these groups away, a group of players and coaching staff away from this? Because Tuchel looked a bit calm. He looked like a man that knew he might be out of a job, and if you don't win the Champions League, you should lose your job. But I think considering he's the manager that's helped them get to the first final in PSG in my lifetime in the Champs, he deserves to stay. And I think tactically, Tuchel gets a lot of criticism, but at least I'm now seeing Neymar and Mbappe and just other players work hard. Before, it looked like PSG was just on a, you know, we're just ballers, we're just saucy drillers, we're quality footballers. But now it looks like they got a bit of tactics, there's a bit of work ethic, there's something to it. So there's stuff to build upon. But like Tuchel said, I feel empty. I've also given my all. Right now I'm disappointed, but not too much. Because after 4 trophies in this final, this run in the Champions League, we have every reason to be proud. We have to accept it. It's not easy, but we can be proud because we battled well against one of the best teams in the world. We gave everything. We left our hearts on the pitch. We did what we had to do. And in the end, we lacked a clinical streak. Neuer was incredible. And again, yeah, that's one person. You see, all the headlines have lost Neuer. There's been a lot of criticisms for Neuer. Is he the Neuer of old? Has he fallen off? I mean, games like yesterday show what he's on. I was a bit sad for Joan Boateng because, you know, it's always sad to see someone come off injured in a spectacle like that. Nobody wants to, you know, I know many people will say, you know, he might not have been necessarily injured, but nobody wants to come off in a final. Who would want to? You heard the manager say he's been a bit iffy in training. He's trained some parts and hasn't. He badly wanted to play and offer his part. And, you know, he's been around the block. He's won the Champs. He's won the World Cup. But again, it's a final. It really was tough seeing that, man, because it's sad. You work hard. These are the moments you work for it as a professional footballer. These are the only moments that really, you know, matter as a professional, you know, when you look back and to know that, you know, he's going to think, okay, we won it and that, but I had to come off injured. It was sad, man. It was sad, man, for Jerome Boateng. And I don't know if he's even going to be at Bayern Munich next year or be a regular, but, you know, at least he's done his bit. For Muller, there's been a bit of redemption because people seem to forgot what Muller was on and how good Muller was. Lewandowski, I must admit, the last 2 games in the Champs, it wouldn't matter if he's getting over them, but I did, you know, I'm a big fan of Lewandowski. I think he should win Ballon d'Or. I think, you know, definitely after winning the Champs, you know, they should reopen that and give it to him. But I just feel the last 2 games, he's normally a match winner and the decider for me. I don't really think he's been at it, but again, it's not a game for the individuals. It's a collective. It's about getting over the line, and that's firmly what he's done and the team have done. And, you know, congratulations to Bayern Munich. Congratulations to their manager. They've done their thing, and, you know, it's scary considering Leroy Sané's coming in there. You'd imagine there might be 1-2 other signings. It's scary, people. And, you know, I'm keen to see the Champions League next year because PSG going to be even hungrier, you know. Man City, their owners want to go and do this. Real Madrid and Barcelona didn't cover themselves with any glory, so I'm sure they want to get back at it and do this. And there'll probably be some underdogs along the way that will do their thing. So we'll have to see what happens. But it was, nonetheless, it was a good final and it's been a good Champions League campaign. The highlight was obviously for me the Bayern Munich game against Bayern Munich against Barca, because, you know, who saw all of them goals going in. But on that note, there's nothing more to add. I'm going to get out of here, man. You don't know me. It's always a pleasure speaking with you guys. DG, I'm out.